Hey YouTube, what's up? This is SQUIRTLEuseSKULLBASH here. I know I haven't put up a video of any sorts in a really long time, but I'm going to start putting up some more now. This is a Gladiator Beast deck profile. My other one I posted up about a month and a half ago has changed a nice bit, so I thought I'd just show you this one. And yeah, here we go. Triple Test Tiger, triple Laquari. I was running 2 Laquari and 2 Hoplemus, but I changed it up to 3 and 1. It's working pretty good because I found like he baits out bottomless and D prison a lot, so you don't have to really worry about BCI getting bottomless in your requests and stuff like that. And you know, if 1 or 2 get destroyed, it's not a big deal because you still got a 3rd beat stick in your deck somewhere. 2 requests: Hoplemus, Darius, Rediari, Mermillo. Sangan, he's pretty good. You can use him to search out Test Tiger or your Bestiary or Effect Veiler. Now you may be wondering why I'm running a double Effect Veiler, especially because, you know, we got Chariot to negate all the effects. Effect Veiler, it's really good in this deck, and the main reason why is because when your opponent goes, you know, for big moves, they'll always either True Nade you, or they'll use Cold Wave or Trap Stun, stuff like that, because they know your Chariot will stop whatever they're trying to do. So they'll always like True Nade or Cold Wave and stuff like that, so you can't activate it. And then they'll do the big moves and get like +5s out of it by getting black rolls and stuff like that, and they'll just kill you, and you'll pretty much lose the duel. But with Effect Veiler, Effect Veiler pretty much stops every single Cold Wave and Giant True Nade in the game. You know, if they go Cold Wave, say you're facing X-Sabers, they go Cold Wave and they go Bogart, and then you can Effect Veiler their Bogart so we can't summon another monster and go start synchroing up a storm. Or you can Effect Veiler a Lone Fire Blossom. You can Effect Veiler, you know, Monarchs. You can Effect Veiler pretty much anything, Black Rose, anything that will hinder your deck a lot, you can always Effect Veiler, and it's so good. And I only run one Prisma. I used to run Stratos and 2 Prisma, but I found the whole thing, it kind of ruined me more than it helped me. Yes, getting out Garzaris is a huge play, and it's really good, but the whole Prisma play, especially with Effect Veilers running around, it's really bad actually, because it can be stopped so easily. Like your Prisma and your Test Tiger combination, where you go Prisma, Test Tiger, use Test Tiger's effect to get Prisma back to the deck, and then get out Darius, who will then get him Bestiary. They always Effect Veiler Darius, so now you just got a vanilla monster who can't do anything, and it's a -1 because you use your Test Tiger. So it's stopped really easy. I don't like using it a whole lot, so I only have him 1 in my deck. And then Secutor and Samnite, I think these guys are staples. Secutor's effect, it's pretty broken. You know, you get 2 monsters out. Yeah, you're going to lose some life points when you attack into something with, especially with high defense, but it's well worth it because you get huge field advantage. And Samnite's effect, it's really good against X-Sabers and plants. I'd probably side him out against Blackwings though, because he can't attack over very much for Blackwings. So that's the monster lineup. And now spells: 3 Book of Moon, Monster Born, Dark Hole, and Giant True Nade. And that's it. I don't run Cold Wave because Cold Wave stops Chariot, and that's bad. And you know, you say Giant True Nade stops Chariot as well, but if I use Giant True Nade, I can just set my Chariot back down again. So my opponent goes, then I can activate Chariot against all their effect monsters. So it's still like cripples my deck a small amount, but it's not as big as like Cold Wave. And yeah, I only run 6 spells, and now for my traps, triple Chariot, obviously. 2 Solemn Warning and a Solemn Judgment. You know, I also actually run a 7 Tools. You know, maybe thinking like that's a lot of life points to pay, but with Gladiator Beats, it doesn't really matter because, you know, you don't really get attacked a whole lot, and when you have control of the game, life points, they don't really mean anything, because what Gladiator Beats do, they just cripple your opponent's resources, and eventually beat them down with, you know, like Laquari and Equest. Actually, not really Equest, but mainly Laquari. And they just get rid of all your opponent's resources, so your opponent really doesn't have very much opportunity to attack you and make you lose your life points. So having like 2 Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, 7 tools is not that big of a deal. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to use all 4 of these cards in one duel, but you're probably also not going to draw all of these 4 cards in one duel. So it's really good. 7 tools is amazing. Stop Solemn and the warnings. It's just so good. I use it all the time. 2 Bottomless, 2 Deep Prison, Mirror Force, Torrential, and well, 7 tools. Sorry. Trap Stun. It's similar to Giant Chunade again. I'm kind of debating either running a Trap Stun or an Icarus Attack, because I find like 90% of the time when I run Trap Stun or when I activate Trap Stun, it's always to chain a Bottomless when it's activated against him. Like I'll search for him, they activate Bottomless, and then I'll activate Trap Stun to negate their Bottomless. And you know, that's a good play, but say if I ran Icarus Attack, he would come out, they'd activate Bottomless, and then I can activate Icarus Attack to tribute him and then blow up 2 other cards, and Bottomless would just fizzle out and not do anything. So they're both good cards. They can both be used in Glads, but I just choose to run Trap Stun for now. And Royal Oppression. I used to hate Royal Oppression in Glads. I thought it was pretty stupid because all you do is special summon, and if you can't special summon, you're going to lose. But Royal Oppression is an amazing card. It's won me so many duels. You got to use it wisely, though. You can only use this card when you have like really good field advantage. I'm talking about like 2 or 3 back row, maybe like a Chariot, you know, Solemn and something else, or like a Book of Moon, and you got to have like at least 2 monsters on the field. One of them should really be Laquari, so you can get over your opponent's high defense and high attackers like Sirocco and Gravekeeper's Spy. And yeah, it just destroys almost every deck out there. You know, having field presence, I would never activate this card if it didn't have field presence, and it's just really good. So that's my Gladiator Beast deck. Oh yeah, and for the extra deck, 2 Gyzaris and 2 Herc. I don't run 3. I've never even had to use, I think I've had to use 2 Gyzaris once in a duel, and I've never had to use 2 Herc. So having 3 and 3, or even 3 and 2, it just takes up too much space. Catastor and Android. Well, the reasons I have Synchros in the deck is because of Monster Born. You can always Monster Born your opponent's tuner and stuff like that, so you gotta have some Synchros. Catastor destroys X-Sabers because none of them are dark, and it's just really good to use against them. Brio Goyo, Scrap Archfiend, 2 Stardust, and Colossal Archfiend, and 2 Chimera Tech. I have 2 Cyber Dragons sided for against machines and stuff like that, but yeah. So that's my deck, YouTube, Gladiator Beasts. Thanks for checking it out. Please subscribe to me, and I'm also on a new team channel called Team Beard Sweat. So I'll put a link somewhere here in the video or down below, and you can check us out. We do pack openings, you know, deck profiles, all kinds of stuff. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Peace.